Yeah. Your damn self-entertainment, you know what it is. It was over, right? Living in sin, yeah. I see it, I like it, I get that.
London Hott Radio.
I'm Nissy and I'm here, of course, in the Chili Room in South Croydon, and I'm here with the legendary, the amazing talent that is Neil Armstrong himself, okay? Jay-Z's ex-DJ, okay? He's right here in the Chili Room. How are you today?
What's going on, y'all? I'm good. I'm happy to be here, chilling with Bombay Hott Radio, London Hott Radio. We're here. We're gonna DJ, and I can't say the name right. It comes out screwy because I have. We were just talking about New York. I have a New York East Coast accent. Croydon.
I tried, guys. I'm sorry. I did try.
I'm sorry.
But you know, he kind of messed up.
Exactly. I did.
But no, you're from America, so we can allow you.
Thank you. I will admit, the British accent is. I wish I had a British accent. I wish. Absolutely. Everyone back then does.
No.
Trust me.
Seriously, I wish I had an American accent. Can I try it? Can I try it first, please?
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I try American accent? Hi, I'm Nissy and I'm here in the Chili Room, and I'm chilling with Neil Armstrong.
Well, the second part sounded good.
Yeah. Did it sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be in America very soon.
That'll work.
Alright, now, first things first, we do need to ask you, of course, you were Jay-Z's ex-DJ.
Okay.
I mean, one of the most incredible artists in the entire world, world-renowned. How on earth was it like DJing for someone as big as him?
I mean, it was great. I DJed for him from 2008, 2009, early 2010, and then my homie Young Guru took over at that point, and I did let's say 3 or 4 tours. A big chunk of it was out here in the UK when we did Glastonbury. It was during the first Blueprint stuff, and we were doing a lot of British shows. We did Jules Holland. I forgot the other one. I cannot remember for the life of me. This has been that long. But as you can imagine, it's indescribable. Jay will inevitably be. He's like the Elvis of hip hop, for sure. He'll be, like an Elvis. He'll be like Frank Sinatra. He'll be like that. That's gonna be his. That's how people will remember the guy for the rest of his life. And I got to music with him. So my job as a DJ was to, I would help him build the shows. I would trigger some of the music, and of course a lot of scratching. So it really went from how I ended up linking up with him was literally on a Wednesday I got an email from my manager that I was in line to DJ for him, and of course I'm like, this is ridiculous. He's like, oh, you might be Jay's DJ, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
So do you think people were joking? So you just thought people were
I thought my manager was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't even know what you're talking about.
So you didn't even take it seriously?
No,
you were just
absolutely not. No. But by that Friday, I flew down to Miami. We were in the studio, and by that Tuesday, we were in front of 10,000 people. So everything happened really quickly. Definitely very memorable. The Glastonbury, you guys know what it is. Back home, they don't really know what it is as much. But
trust me, we know about it here.
Okay, of course. So Glastonbury, that was the first time a hip-hop artist ever headlined. And it was a big deal because Noel Gallagher of Oasis at the time, he was complaining that someone like Jay shouldn't be headlining, and we killed it. And then there's anywhere from 120 to 140, 150,000 people who come to that show, which is massive. I don't know if that you can imagine. I don't even think you can imagine how many people. It's basically as far as the eyes can see.
What would you say? How is that for you personally, knowing that you came from you're from New York, right?
Yeah.
You said you're from
Born
New York.
and raised.
You came from New York, and you're like, okay, right. I want to be a DJ. I want to. When did you actually come up with that dream? When was it kind of
I mean, it wasn't even really some people would always say to me you've lived in a dream. That was never my dream. I had very normal. I wanted to have, back home it's the normal life is you buy a house
and you have kids,
2.5 kids and a dog
and a
white picket fence.
Yeah.
That was more yeah, that's cool. I could do that.
Yeah.
Everything, my path just went in an entirely different direction.
Okay, so you went, so you didn't even have the dream of being a DJ, but you went into DJing and you literally got thrown in there with Jay-Z.
Eventually.
But how was that experience for you personally? Because I know, of course, DJing for someone like Jay-Z is crazy.
Yeah.
But you and yourself, how did you kind of manage all of that kind of emotion, the feelings? What was that like?
Oh man, well, when you get put in a situation like that, it's kind of you do it or you don't.
Yeah.
So
I love that. You do it or you don't.
Yeah. There's no management. There's no. If you can handle it, you handle it. If you can't, you don't be there.
Yeah.
You know, something will happen. You just won't do it anymore. Usually that happens very quickly. I mean, before I was with Jay, I had already been DJing for maybe 13 or 14 years. Even before I was with Jay, I was known in the States for like doing mixtapes. Even some people out here know about that. And then I was also a battle DJ, so I was used to performing. You know, not on that, obviously not on that level, but you know, 500,000 people, like that was always.
You were already killing it, even before Jay. Come on, man, Jay just.
I was alright.
I
I was doing my thing. I was doing my thing. And then with Jay though, it's entirely different, like that level, and you just embrace the moment, and it's all the stuff that I did before. That was preparation, you know, staying at home and practicing, learning about music. You know, I take my DJ job real serious. There's a lot of DJs out there who, you know, when they go DJ, they're drinking, they're having fun. Like, no.
So you haven't drunk today?
Oh no.
It's really good. It's really good, actually.
Well, and especially when I work. That, you know, that's not for everybody. There's some DJs who can only DJ when they're
like kind of under the influence.
Yeah, exactly. Because then they you know, they calm down, they feel loose. But me, DJing is like a chess game, and you got to be sharp to play chess. So that's how I always treat it when I'm out there.
Okay, and talking of playing chess and doing crazy stuff like that, is there anything that has happened when you were on tour with Jay-Z that was literally like, you just thought, this is just a game, like what the hell is going on here? Anything crazy that happened?
Crazy.
Like literally like mad. Something crazy, like I don't know, some crazy groupie jumped out from somewhere. And like,
not. I mean, that'll happen. There's like actually in Jock and Jay-Z, he has this line about like, I forgot the exact line, but like a girl showing her boobies, and that happened in the show.
Did that happen?
Yeah, he wrote that rhyme right after it happened, when we were in Canada.
And so you were there?
Yeah.
How did you react, please?
I mean, I was busy working. But the rest of the night, I swear. Because my job with Jay is very, I essentially have to read his mind, like if we have to change cues or do anything, and especially when I'm scratching. So I was like busy, but the rest of the bandmates were like, what's going on?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
You kept it cool.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Groupie stories, actually. By the time I was with Jay, he was already with Beyonce. So if the leader of the crew is calm, everything
the rest
else
of you
is
guys
calm.
will be.
If he's the crazy one, everything's gonna be wild. But by that time, he was already with B. So and Beyonce would come out. I mean, I have like cool stories for me on a personal level, like
nothing you can't tell us, no?
About like crazy stuff. Not really. Like I said, definitely with Jay, he was with B most of the time. By that time, I have like, just like when we would practice, we would like, there was one time when we performed in Houston.
Okay.
And Bun B was coming out to perform with us, so we were gonna do Big Pimpin'. So when we were doing the song, we were trying to figure out where to cut it, and you know, Pimp C, rest in peace, he passed away, but we were gonna do his verse. So me and Jay are just rhyming his verse together, like how you do on the stoop and how you rhyme someone's song. But this is me and Jay rhyming Pimp C's verse. You know, it was like, that's a. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about something like that ever happening. When we were on tour, unfortunately, that's when Michael Jackson passed away.
Yeah.
So I ended up essentially becoming Michael Jackson's voice. We would do a tribute, and I would be the one who was throwing the acapellas over the tribute. I got to throw Nas's verse for Dead Presidents when we would do that. You know, like just things like that. That's the stuff I really remember that I would never have gotten to do. Crazy wise, I mean, like nothing I can really tell. Definitely not about Jay. Like
You kept it so political, because all of that I was waiting for something to come out there, something a little naughty or something, but he kept it so political.
I mean, like, it's not, like I said, it's especially on this tour.
Yeah.
This was very. There's tours that, like, you know, like back in the day, there was the video, I don't know which, Hard Knock Life tour that, that was crazy. You know, those were crazier times, I'm sure.
Wow.
But now, it was really, half the time we would perform and we would leave, like literally right after, because we had to go to Cardiff, we had to go to Milton Keynes, we had to go to wherever. Like, so we wouldn't even be there long enough to do anything. That's like a real big misconception about, like, if there's any of you guys who are DJs or rappers out there, this isn't fun, it's work. So if you're out there thinking like, oh, you're just going out there to meet girls, to get drunk and blah, 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 do something else, become a billionaire. Like, learn how to write software and become rich, because that's not what's gonna happen. Like, at a certain point.
Fashion is a job, it's a life. And then, now I do have to ask you, before we let you go, 2013, what can we be expecting from Neil Armstrong? Because I'm sure the way you're talking right now, you're still going to be going strong in everything that you do. So what can we be expecting from you this year?
One of the things is I'm a Adidas global ambassador. I'm actually like following the footsteps of Jam Master Jay, rest in peace. So I represent the 3 stripes all the time. I'm wearing Adidas everything, my jeans, my kicks.
You love this. Love.
Can't really see, these are the blacks. They're black on black, so you can't really see the 3 stripes.
I think you should send me a pair.
Alright.
Definitely, I'll give you my size.
Alright. And then so I do a lot of stuff with them, and consequently like the NBA. So I'll end up doing a lot of stuff with the NBA. All-Star Weekend, we always end up doing something, you know, Derrick Rose, Damian Lillard. I don't know if you guys follow basketball here, but like Damian Lillard got Rookie of the Year last year. He's with Adidas. Who knows? I'm waiting for us to do something for Tim Duncan, who's like the oldest, like the oldest successful, massively successful player that is still around on that, playing on that level. You know, so I do a lot of stuff with them, and my real big thing always was making mixtapes.
Yeah. So we could be expecting them.
Yeah, always. I did a bunch of stuff I did for free recently. So I did a mixtape for Jay when they opened up the Barclays Center in New York for the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. So that one, if you just search, it's called From Marcy to Barclays. It's online, it's free, you can download it, you don't have to wait. I did one for one of the players on the Knicks, his name's Amon Shumpert. He also happens around
London Hott Radio.
Your damn self-entertainment, you know what it is. Film's over, right? Living in sin. You know, dip me. Yeah. I see it. I like it. I get that. Like it on Facebook, man.